The Avatar franchise has undergone a bit of a renaissance in the past year, with Way of the Water proving that the world of Pandora was perhaps more in the zeitgeist than naysayers had led others to believe, and even making Jake Sully a mostly household name. Of course, Frontiers of Pandora, the first Avatar game since 2009's James Cameron's Avatar the Game, is here to further immerse you in this stunning alien world, offering a tangible way of interacting and immersing yourself within it. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora's story is a little threadbare. It sees you play as a customizable Na'vi, one brought up by the nefarious RDA, before you escape their clutches and find yourself wrapped up in the resistance movement. Of course, it won't be easy as you're left to reconnect with your people, who don't immediately regard you as one of their own, and are forced to contend with the RDA terrorizing Pandora. It's a decent setup, one held aloft by the amazing world building already done by Cameron in the previous films. Unfortunately, the game's central villain lacks the necessary bite to make things interesting. To make matters worse, the predictable story beats and themes play out as one would expect, making this feel like generic Ubisoft sci-fi. At its best, Frontiers of Pandora feels like Far Cry Na'vi Edition, an amalgamation of everything Ubisoft is best at, for better and for worse. Fortunately, the gameplay offsets this and is rather phenomenal. Pandora feels truly alive, from its diverse wildlife that roam the various biomes, to the swelling soundscapes that populate the forests and plains in dramatic and immersive ways. You'll see Hammerhead Titan others crashing through tree trunks, and even Na'vi wandering the wilds, ready to help you on your adventure. It coalesces to create a dynamic, immersive world that reacts to your actions in meaningful ways. It helps too that this world is populated with fun things to do. In classic Far Cry fashion, there are bases to take, items to gather, and a skill tree to work your way through. You'll do all of this utilizing a mix of Na'vi and RDA weaponry, which helps to flesh out an otherwise familiar combat system. Unfortunately, enemy variety is a little weak, with the majority of foes you'll encounter being mostly the same. However, the way you approach fighting enemies feels fresh every time, as you'll have to focus on taking out the weak points of enemy mechs, or strike certain parts of an animal's body for it to count as a clean kill. It keeps things feeling interesting, alongside the plethora of other diverse in-game activities. However, by far the most fun you'll have is parkouring across the floating islands before hopping onto your Ikran, which of course you can pet, and flying across the vast open world. It's a freeing and awe-inspiring experience that simply never gets old. Making all of this even more spectacular is the game's ridiculously beautiful visuals. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is easily one of the best looking games ever made, a technical marvel that never ceases to amaze. From the dense forests and lush thick foliage to the sweeping plains, the sheer scale of Pandora is truly mesmerizing. It goes without saying that the dynamic soundscape and gorgeous visuals help to make Avatar Frontiers of Pandora a truly immersive experience. Even were you to doze off watching the narrative unfold, the sheer captivating beauty of the world is enough to warrant the price of admission. What Ubisoft Massive has managed to accomplish here is nothing short of incredible, and while you may come away forgetting the villain's name, or even the reason why you were exploring this world in the first place, you'll never forget what it felt like to fly your Ikran for the first time, or step out into the lush world and soak it all in. Frontiers of Pandora is perhaps the best example of a game that exemplifies the saying, "It's not the destination, but the journey that matters." The game creator is giving Avatar Frontiers of Pandora an 8 out of 10. Make sure to like and subscribe for more reviews just like this one.